Hi, it's Trisha Farron from William Ravis. Thanks for joining me for my next episode of Learn What to Expect. Today we're going to be talking about what happens after your offer has been accepted. So congratulations, the sellers accepted your offer. Now what? You can expect the next 5 to 6 weeks spent in a hurry up and wait situation. Once your offer is accepted and you have signed the documents and the seller has signed the documents, your agent is going to be sending all the documents that have been part of this deal to your attorney. They're going to alert them that now we have a transaction in place and to expect additional information to be coming. The very first thing right after that you're going to do is you're going to schedule your inspections. Typically, you want to do this within 3 to 5 days of after having your accepted offer, and you can also expect, depending on the kind of inspections that you have, you will get a report either that day, so usually with a septic inspection, or if not, your building inspector will usually give you a report a day or two later. If you have radon, which takes 3 days, or water can take up to 5 days, you're going to need to allocate that much time in your offer when you originally put that in, and your agent can actually help you with that. Once the inspections are done, you're going to read through the reports with your agent, and you're going to determine whether or not there are any aspects of it that your sellers will need to address. There's going to be a little bit more negotiation on this part. Sometimes you'll have the seller just give you a credit at closing, or sometimes you'll have them have to do certain maintenance or make certain repairs before closing. They'll show a receipt from a licensed professional so that you can ensure that the job was done. Once that's done, now you need to talk to your lender. Your lender needs to activate your application. You've given them some information so that they can do the pre-approval, but now they have the property in place, they know the taxes, they need to start moving this along. One of the more important things to note is that your lender needs to order an appraisal. This is a very important step that some people feel it doesn't need to be rushed, but it actually does, especially in this time where the housing market is booming, because the appraisers are very, very busy, and we don't want to delay your closing date because we were not able to get the appraisal report done on time. And it is absolutely paramount that this gets done, as it is part of your mortgage. Once all that information has been put in place, you'll be working hand in hand with your lender, as they will need additional documentation to get your application going. Your lender and your attorney are in constant communication. Your agent kind of takes a step back at this point and just makes sure that if anything is falling apart or if any additional information is needed, that they can rely on that person to be a backup and to just make sure that everybody's doing what they need to do and is mindful of the deadlines. It's important for you to be on top of any requests that come, because you don't want to cause any delays. If you find that something is causing a delay, your attorney will request an extension from the seller's attorney, and almost always it's granted, unless you're asking for something ridiculous. Like you want to ask for like a week or two, you don't want to ask for a month or two. As you draw closer to closing, what we're hoping to get first is a mortgage commitment, and that's a letter to say that you're conditionally approved for your mortgage, which means basically all the numbers are in and you're great. There's probably a few little pieces of paper that need to still be put into the file in order to finalize. Once all that's done and underwriting is satisfied with every aspect of your loan, they're going to give you what's called a clear to close. From that day, you have 3 days before you can actually close. Once you have the clear, though, there's nothing else that needs to be done. We're just waiting the 3 days. Your lender is going to give the attorney a document that's going to show all the costs involved, which your attorney puts to the larger number with the larger paper that has taxes and fees and recording fees as well. And you'll get a number of how much you need to bring to the closing table. You would want to bring that in the form of a bank check. And like I said, your attorney will give that information to you. So that's what you can expect from the point that your offer has been accepted up to closing. Stay tuned for the next installment. That's Learn What to Expect at the Closing.